I think we have a. Hey, look, I just want to explain. Only because that's the guy who had the triple double, I'm going to allow this. Just this one time.
Yeah. What does it say about the team when you can do stuff like that?
I think, the NBA is, there's a lot of guys that don't get heavy minutes that aren't, in the rotation, and they're very good players. And I think that, on our team we have a group of those guys that, can play minutes, but obviously we have a very good team, and we understand that that's our role. So we I think, try to stay ready, and we play a lot of 2-on-2, 3-on-3, and keep our conditioning and really our minds right.
How much of a luxury is it as a shooter to have a point guard like Kyle who can penetrate and kind of dish out and find guys around the arc?
I mean, for me, really, it's everything. A guy like me, I think 95% of my shots are assisted. So I understand if I'm on a team that has point guards like Kyle, like Grievous, these guys, I got to give them shout-outs. But, if I don't have guys like that, then, to be honest, my production is going to be down. So I'm the kind of player that is very dependent on that. So I think that's why you see me get shots like that tonight.
How much do you think the other guys are catching on too, Steve? Kyle said you're a magnet when you're out there, and it's not always him. Sometimes you get the swing, and the ball ends up in your hands.
Right.
How much do you think that is kind of growing on this team as well when you're on the floor?
Yeah, I think, as the season's progressed, you've seen that we've continued to make strides, moving the ball and understanding where each other are and that kind of thing. And I think tonight even, there was a play where, Chuck kept the rebound alive, Kyle grabbed it under the hoop and he pitched it out to me. Tyler drove it one time and he got it to me. Grievous got it to me in transition. So, it comes from different places, and it's just because guys are moving the ball. And I think when, you know your role, you know what you're supposed to do, and the ball ends up in your hands at the right time, then, it makes it easy.
You ever feel like, to coin a football analogy, sometimes a guy goes on a deep route to clear out the flat for somebody else? You ever feel like, hey, I'm the decoy out there and I just space the floor and just stand there sometimes and be ready, and it might help?
No, always. I understand that is my job to not necessarily be a decoy, but to space the floor.
Right.
And if the defense allows for me to get the shot, then I'll shoot it. And if they're going to, overguard me or hug me in the corner, then our pick and roll should be open and the floor should be spaced. So I think it's just a tool that we have.
Steve, can you talk about the locker room? You told us on the post game on the radio side that the locker room is such that there's no agendas in here. John Salmons talked about it when he came from Sacramento, that he was well received, and it's all about winning in here. And can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I think I've been on. This is my sixth team. And I've been on fortunately a lot of very good teams, and this one has been, without a doubt, like you said, there's no agendas, and it's a group that really gets along with each other. I think that does always show on the court. It's a group that we might not all go to dinner every night as a full team, but everybody enjoys each other. There's nobody with big egos that are kind of in the way, or guys that we have to kind of put up with and this and that. Guys want to win, and like I mentioned to you earlier on the radio, Masai started out the season, saying that was who we were going to be. That's the kind of team we were going to be, teammates we were going to be, and guys bought into that and believed in it, and I think that we've slowly kind of learned and understood what that's meant, and it's been good for us.